In this video, I want to share my best advice on talking to women that you fancy. Now, we all know that it can be nerve-wracking to approach someone we're attracted to, but let's dive right into some practical tips that can help you feel more confident and genuine in your interactions. You ready? Jessica OS here, welcome to the channel. So, number one, preparation. Know yourself first. When it comes to successfully talking to women you're attracted to, the preparation actually starts long before the first words leave your mouth. It might sound strange at first. After all, shouldn't we be talking about her instead of yourself? But you see, getting clear on who you are, what matters to you, what genuinely makes you tick is foundational. I'll put it simply. You can't have a genuinely engaging conversation if you're unsure about your own values and interests and personality. Women are often attracted to authenticity, and there's nothing more authentic than someone who confidently knows and expresses who they truly are. So here's how you can practically apply this step. You want to identify your passions and your interests as the first one, right? Think of at least 3 to 5 things that you're truly passionate about or interested in, things you happily discuss, even if no one was paying you attention. It could be your love for soccer, your fascination with historical documentaries, your passion for fitness, photography, video games, creating YouTube videos. When you talk about something you genuinely care about, your enthusiasm naturally shines through. And women respond positively to genuine passion. 2, know your strengths. Recognize and embrace what you're good at. Are you a great storyteller? Are you a good listener? Are you funny, insightful, maybe even creative? Understanding your strengths will boost your self-confidence. You won't feel the need to pretend or exaggerate to impress a woman because, well, you already appreciate what you bring to the table. 3, reflect your values. So your values are things you deeply care about, such as honesty, kindness, ambition, adventure, family. You want to reflect on these things because they will shape not only how you talk, but who you attract into your life. So you want to be clear about your values. It helps you effortlessly screen whether a connection might truly work or not. Shared values often lead to deeper, more meaningful interactions. 4, be comfortable with your story. Look, we all have some kind of unique story, unique experiences, the triumphs, the setbacks, the hobbies, the dreams. You want to embrace yours fully. Even the seemingly small details can make conversations really rich and intriguing. And when you're comfortable with your story, you eliminate that awkward moment when she asks you about yourself, right? And you can confidently share whatever it is you want to without feeling like you're fumbling over your words or embarrassed by your experiences. Mindset. Shift from impressing to connecting. Let's get something clear right away. Trying to impress someone is the biggest, fastest way to sabotage your chances of forming something genuine. The thing is, women usually tell when you're trying too hard, right? If your entire approach is focused on impressing her, you actually risk coming across as insincere, needy, or simply uncomfortable. You might end up bragging about your achievements, exaggerating certain details about your life, or constantly worrying about what she'll think of you. Instead, what you want to do is shift your mindset entirely from how can I impress her to how can we genuinely connect. Let me share 3 strategies to help you do this. Strategy number 1 is to replace pressure with curiosity. Instead of going into conversations thinking, well, I need to say something clever or impressive, start thinking, I wonder what's interesting about her, or I'm genuinely curious to know her story. It immediately takes the pressure off yourself and makes the interaction feel a lot more natural. It makes her feel valued and interesting because you're genuinely trying to learn a lot more about this person that's sitting in front of you. Strategy number 2, practice authenticity over performance. Now, this means showing your true personality rather than trying to be someone you think she might like. Don't hide your quirks, your interests, or even your mild vulnerability. Women like authentic people, even if it includes slight imperfections or vulnerabilities, and it makes you relatable and trustworthy. Authenticity creates that deeper, lasting connection because it shows that you're comfortable in who you are and not ashamed to showcase it. Strategy 3, focus on shared experiences, and this cannot be underemphasized. You see, when you shift from impressing to connecting, you naturally seek ways to find common ground and shared experiences. This could be shared interests, right? Funny experiences, similar values. Shared experiences will trigger emotional bonding, making her remember you and more. It will create immediate comfort and rapport because she feels understood. You're relatable. How can you practically implement this? Before starting the conversation, remind yourself of your intention. I mean, you're here to genuinely learn about her and not to win her approval. When you feel yourself slipping back into that impress mode, simply pause and shift your attention back to her. Remember, conversations are about exploration and not some one-sided performance, right? You're not on the stage. Number 3, confidence. Master your body language and tone. You've probably heard it before. Confidence is attractive. But what exactly does confidence look like, especially when you're talking to someone you genuinely like? The truth is, real confidence doesn't mean being the loudest in the room, and I say this all the time. It's about your presence, your posture, your voice, the way you carry yourself, things of that ilk. Women notice these subtle signals immediately, and it's often the one deciding factor between sparking attraction or getting overlooked. Listen, in my 30 Days to Confidence course, I dive deep into exactly how to master these subtle signals. You'll learn to communicate confidence without saying a word, transforming the way women and people in general perceive you, and so much more. Each lesson in this course comes with practical exercises and challenges designed specifically to solidify your newfound confidence, helping you practice safely and effectively in everyday situations. Real confidence isn't something you just pretend to have. It's something you build through intentional practice. And after 30 days, you'll find yourself naturally demonstrating confident body language, tone, presence, and all these qualities that women instinctively respond to. And the best part is, these techniques aren't limited to dating. They'll enhance every interaction in your life, boosting your overall success and happiness. If you're ready to transform your confidence and become irresistibly attractive, then I'll encourage you to join my 30 Days to Confidence course right now, today, and master the subtle yet powerful secrets of confident communication. Remember, confidence changes everything, and it starts right here. I'll leave a link to the course in this video description. Remember, if you sign up today and right now, you'll get a 50% discount. Starting the conversation. Keep it simple. So starting a conversation with someone you fancy is often the most daunting part, right? And let's be honest, it's easy to get stuck overthinking, trying to find that perfect, clever opener, right? Truth is, the simplest approaches are often the most effective because they feel genuine, they're natural, they're comfortable. And women will respond positively to authenticity over those flashy pickup lines or rehearsed gimmicks. So let me give you ways to pull this off. You want to choose simplicity over complexity, number 1. Now, the moment you try to say something overly witty or rehearsed, you actually risk 2 things. Feeling awkward or unnatural, and she'll sense that you're not speaking from your true self, and then creating unnecessary pressure on yourself. The more complex your opener, the more pressure you put on yourself to remember it perfectly, and you'll risk the whole anxiety, being nervous. And what you want to do instead, though, is to aim for something clear, friendly, straightforward. Don't overthink it, right? 2, use observations as natural openers. What do I mean? One of the most powerful yet simple techniques is to observe something about the environment or about her specifically, and then use it to strike up a conversation. It'll provide an immediate common ground. It feels genuine, as if the conversation emerged naturally rather than a forced script. So let me give you some examples of observational openers. Environment-based openers sound like this. Wow, this cafe is always busy. Have you been here before, and what's good on the menu? Interest-based openers sound like this. I noticed you're reading Atomic Habits. That book really changed my daily routine. How are you finding it so far? Event-based openers sound like this. I saw you laughing at the speaker's joke too. Do you know much about this topic? Observational openers work because they immediately feel personal without feeling or being overly intrusive. 3, use genuine compliments appropriately. So giving a sincere compliment can be a fantastic way to start a conversation, but the key word here is sincere. Generic or superficial compliments like simply saying you're beautiful usually feel less genuine and, might even make her uncomfortable. So aim for a compliment that's thoughtful, specific, and respectful. These are compliments that she'll appreciate because they're specific to something she's said, done, or chosen, reflecting genuine interest rather than, the superficial flattery that everybody else uses. 4, create an easy transition. So to keep your openings simple and effective, it helps to know exactly how you'll follow up. After your initial statement or question, be ready with a clear, natural way to continue that conversation. So if she responds positively to your opener, what I'm saying is be ready to ask another question or share a brief personal anecdote that's related to that response. So if she seems unsure or shy, you might gently redirect or ask a lighter question to put her at ease. Let's say you open with, "Hey, I love your photography setup. Are you a professional?" And she says something like, "Oh, thank you. It's mostly just a hobby right now." Your follow-up can sound something like this. "That's great. What kind of photography do you enjoy the most?" You see, being prepared with a smooth follow-up keeps the conversation moving naturally, and then it becomes easy to keep it going. Number 5, embrace the mindset of low stakes. If your simple opener doesn't lead to an immediate amazing conversation, that's perfectly fine. Not every interaction has to lead to something deep. Sometimes the simplest conversations plant the seeds for future connections. So by treating your opener as a low-stakes opportunity, simply to say something like hello or to express genuine curiosity about something, you naturally reduce anxiety and pressure. Remember, conversations are not auditions, okay? They're just opportunities for two people to explore mutual interest. Keeping it casual and genuine sets the stage for relaxed interactions, making it easier for both of you to open up to each other. Number 5, become an exceptional listener. Here's the truth about conversations most people overlook. The secret to being fascinating isn't about talking more. It's about talking less and listening better. You might think that to impress a woman, you need to be charismatic, funny, full of interesting stories. And yeah, those qualities do help. But there's a more powerful skill that separates great conversationalists from average ones. This powerful conversational strategy works wonders, especially with someone that you're genuinely interested in. And I'll tell you about it, but not in this video. In actual fact, to make this video short and this step easy for you, I've compressed my thoughts and ideas into a free active listening downloadable cheat sheet. Download it now to learn practical ways to listen actively, the best ways to ask open-ended questions while you avoid the trap of passive listening, and I'll share an extremely helpful rule of thumb I call the 70-30 ratio. So finally, 2 quick tips before I end this video. Handling nervousness, right? It's okay to be nervous. Nerves are totally normal. Everyone gets nervous around someone they're attracted to. It's helpful to accept that nervousness rather than fight it. So take a breath before saying hello. Take a slow, deep breath to ground yourself. The more you put yourself into these situations, the more comfortable you'll become over time. Learn to be respectful regardless, okay? No matter how well the conversation is going or not going, always show respect. If at any point she seems uninterested or uncomfortable, you want to read those cues and respect her space. If you sense that she's not engaged, it might be time to politely wrap up what you're saying. That respect can still leave a good impression, and who knows, you might have another chance to talk with her in the future. Finally, guys, remember that, like any skill, talking to someone you're attracted to takes practice. You might stumble, you might say something awkward, and that's okay. Over time, you'll figure it out. You'll figure out what works for you and what feels natural as well. Thanks for watching. I hope these tips help you feel more confident and prepared the next time you talk to someone you fancy. And if you found this video helpful, smash that like button for me, subscribe to the channel for more advice and personal development content. I've got you. My name is Jessica OS. Leave a blue heart in the comments if you watched until the end. Cheers.